Okay, when you look at software development outsourcing, it's a company saying, I have a unique requirement that I cannot buy a packaged application for, that I need to have it developed, and I don't have the resource to do it. That's really the framework in which almost all of the software application development work we do goes on. Okay, the interesting thing when you look at application development projects is that first of all, very seldom is the application fully specified at the time of contract signing. So the work actually starts at the point at which you sign the contract, not beforehand, as does all the negotiation. But it's a very typical software development cycle where you're specifying requirements. That's about the first third of the time. You're developing the software, which is the second third of the time, and then you're testing everything, which is the final third of the time. So there's nothing special about it being an outsourced development project as opposed to an in-house development project. The cloud, well, it depends on what you mean by the cloud, right? The cloud is, on the one hand, may be the biggest load of nonsense in the world, or it may be the ultimate savior for our industry. I suspect the truth lies somewhere in between. But we've seen a number of applications that we have developed recently have been implemented on a cloud basis, which basically means it's a virtualized platform using the internet to access it with virtual private networks. The cloud is a collection of technologies which most IT companies' marketing departments have labeled the cloud. In fact, I would say that software development outsourcing will still only apply to those mission-critical applications that companies run uniquely to support their business. Cloud computing there are two things you lose with cloud computing. One is the ability to implement an application in a very unique way. It's a standard application that everybody does the same way. Now, if I'm processing payroll in Hong Kong, who cares if I do it 2% better than my competitor? What does 2% better mean? If I'm doing my general ledger, same thing for most companies. So cloud computing will address those applications where competitive differentiation is not achieved by having a better application or a quicker application. It's not going to directly affect the outsourced work that goes on when businesses are developing applications that are very specific to their business and give them significant competitive differentiation. Well, actually, I see SaaS as a tremendous opportunity. We've rolled out a health insurance application on a SaaS basis 18 months ago. We are now offering the Oracle PeopleSoft application on a SaaS basis. We are offering a low-end HR payroll product on a SaaS basis also, and I'm looking for another product. So, from my point of view, SaaS is actually a distribution enabler, not a competitive threat.